Welcome and thank you for joining me. Come on in. I'm Jerry Oginski, a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. The story I'm about to tell you involves a woman who had diabetes. And because her diabetes was not checked properly, this woman ultimately died from a condition known as diabetic ketoacidosis. Basically what that means is that her sugar levels shot through the roof and was not detected in time and was not treated early enough. Unfortunately for this woman, her condition and her death was preventable. That's the sad part about this particular case. So now, we go back in time and I'll tell you what happened. The woman was being controlled and monitored for her sugar levels on a regular basis by her primary care doctor. And a few days before she ultimately was taken to the hospital, she told the doctor that she was not feeling well. Something wasn't right. And the doctor basically poo-pooed it, said, don't worry about it, just go home and rest, put your feet up, make an appointment in another couple of weeks and come back and you'll be fine. No blood tests were done, no other diagnostic tests were done, no referral to anybody else was ever done. So what happened? The woman collapsed one day while she's at home and was rushed to the emergency room. They learned during the course of doing their laboratory tests that this woman's blood sugar had skyrocketed through the roof. It was over 800, making her very, very sick. Most people's blood sugars should be under 100. If your blood sugar levels are abnormal, your doctor will do one of two things. If you are diet controlled, they'll try and modify your diet and tell you, look, you've got to get this under control and don't eat the following foods. If you require insulin to monitor your diabetes and to watch your sugar level, they will try and tweak your insulin levels and the frequency so that you can now get your sugar levels controlled and in a safe area. Unfortunately for this woman, the doctor did not do any of that. And unfortunately for this particular woman, she died as a result of uncontrolled diabetes. They call it diabetic ketoacidosis. And the sad thing is that this condition and her death was preventable. If only this doctor had taken the time to draw bloods and realized that her sugar levels were so high, this tragedy could have been avoided. So for all you diabetics out there, you must follow your sugar levels on a regular basis, and you must do everything possible to be compliant with either your diet or your insulin. And that's it for today's video tip about diabetic ketoacidosis. By the way, if you have more questions about how lawsuits like these work in the state of New York, then I encourage you to explore my website. You can see the web address here at oginski-law.com. And if you have specific legal questions, then I want you to pick up the phone and call me since I can answer your legal question. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at lawmed10@yahoo.com. I'm Jerry Oginski. I want to thank you for joining me here in New York for a few minutes of your time. Have a great day.